Is blogging just at a low point, or is it in an uncontrollable death spiral? We're diving deep into a new study of over 1,000 bloggers that cuts to the heart of the most pressing questions in the blogging industry today. Namely, what are the top tier of successful bloggers doing that nobody else is? What does it really take to still make money with a blog in 2024? And is it even worth trying anymore? I'm Mark Webster, co-founder of Authority Hacker, and I've been blogging since 2008. I've worked on hundreds of blogs, and I've built, grown, and even sold a few of my own. Here at Authority Hacker, this is a topic we're pretty clued up on. So we'll answer all of these questions and give you our take on what all of this means for your blog right now. Today's video is brought to you by Search Intelligence. More on them later. Now, let's explore what's really going on in the blogging industry. The fact that blogging has gotten harder probably isn't a surprise to many of you, but we finally have some concrete numbers to explain just how bad it's become. According to a new survey of over 1,000 bloggers from Orbit Media, fewer bloggers than ever are finding success. Only 20% of the survey respondents reported strong results, which is down from 30% just 5 years ago. Let's dive into why this is happening, and there's a lot more to it than just Google sucks. And let's also ask the question, is there any hope for bloggers out there who don't want to transition to other forms of content creation? One challenge for bloggers, but not the biggest challenge, we'll share that in a little bit, is stronger competition. In 2021, there were an average of 2 million blog posts published daily. In the 3 years since, that has increased 3.5 times to 7.5 million posts per day. Some of this can, of course, be attributed towards AI, but blogging has also become very popular because it was delivering, for a while, results. Tons of people started creating blogs as a side hustle. Many businesses started producing blog content, partly because it was easier, at least compared to other types of social media, to outsource and have other people create the content for you or for your brand. It's simple math, really. More bloggers equals a more saturated platform, which makes it less effective. Another big hit to bloggers is a major shift in how people are using the internet. It's no secret that the majority of people access the internet via their phones, and in 2022, 88% of mobile browsing time was spent on apps rather than in the browser. Bloggers are left fighting for a measly 12% of mobile internet users, while people creating content on YouTube and TikTok are drowning in views. People are also more impatient and less willing to scroll through a static web page to find information. That's partially why 52% of study respondents named getting readers to engage with content as a big challenge. The top challenge for bloggers was, as you might have guessed, attracting visitors from search engines. If you've been watching our channel, you'll know that we've covered the blizzard of Google updates that's been happening recently, like the recent helpful content update and the various core updates that have happened throughout this year. So the negative effects on blogs aren't really all that surprising. And if you've been watching this channel, now is a great time to hit that subscribe button. We cover the most important news in blogging, SEO, and search marketing every single week. With all the crap Google's been throwing at bloggers, it's no surprise that, according to Ahrefs, 96.55% of content receives no traffic from Google. To give you a taste on how Google's been acting, SEO expert Ian Howell gives us a frustrating reminder that Google has no clue what's good and what isn't. But it's not just SEO. None of the other channels seem to be driving traffic the way they used to either. While 56% of respondents say social media is their primary source of traffic, only 19% of bloggers in the study who use social media for content promotion report strong results. That's down 5% from 2023, probably because the platforms are fighting harder to keep users from leaving. Next up, email marketing, and this is actually down too. We'll share the how and why in just a sec, but first, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Search Intelligence. They've created the world's first digital PR ideation tool to help you find that inspiration for your next campaign. With their new tool, idiot.online, all you have to do is give it your site's domain name, and within seconds, you've got a ton of great ideas for your next digital PR campaign. This tool is trained with data from Search Intelligence's successful campaigns, and honestly, it's pretty good. We tried it with our domain, Authority Hacker, and the tool accurately picked out a few of our site's main topics and dozens of suggestions for our next digital PR campaign. This is actually a huge time saver, as it's already been tried and tested for you. Even if you don't use the exact suggestion, it's sure to spark some creative inspiration, and you only need one good idea for this to work. Making a creative PR campaign has never been easier. Back to email marketing now. 25% of bloggers who promote content via email report strong results. That's down 6% from last year. To bloggers, email marketing is kind of like Gondor in Lord of the Rings. It's the last bastion of hope in a world where the power of written content is fading. But because it's one of the only strategies that drives real results, more people are flocking to it. And higher saturation means each email has more competition and is likely to deliver fewer results. And with new features in Apple Mail that filter emails and mess with tracking, email marketing may get even harder moving forward. Paid promotion and influencer outreach are also down. Only 25% of bloggers using paid services report strong results, down a pretty staggering 17% from last year. And influencer outreach success is only at 30%, down 11% from last year. If you're a blogger, it seems nothing is going right. Stay tuned to hear our analysis on if that's going to hold out forever or if we might see a turnaround. Rand Fishkin from SparkToro shared his thoughts on the study results. His main argument is this: getting traffic to your website is harder than ever. Zero-click content, a term used to describe native platform content resulting in zero clicks outside of that platform, is taking over. All of the platforms out there want to keep people from leaving, and even Google, the blogger's former best friend, is trying to answer searches without clicks via AI overviews. According to Fishkin, site owners have two options. One, compete for the scraps Google and other platforms provide, or two, play the game differently by engaging in zero-click answers, content, and influence. The idea with zero-click marketing is to build a smaller, more loyal, more dedicated following through alternative forms of content delivery, like partially gated premium newsletters and alternative means of monetization, like paid subscriptions and premium ads to highly targeted groups. Of course, this doesn't feel great to many site owners who've made their number one success metric the amount of traffic they generate. In a little bit, we'll share our analysis and tell you which option we think is best. But for now, let's dive into what bloggers are doing to give themselves the best chance of success in this increasingly challenging market. One surprising finding is the length of blog posts seems to be leveling out at around 1,400 words, after rising 77% over the last 10 years. This actually makes sense with most traffic shifting to mobile and many users preferring shorter pieces. It's almost like there's this disconnect between the longer pieces that Google ranks and the shorter answers that people prefer. But that would be impossible because we all know Google is the king of providing a great user experience. Instead of just ranking shorter pieces, Google decided to make them themselves with AI overviews, while favoring the longer pieces via citations in the overviews. Another shift is the publishing frequency. Compared to 11 years ago, half as many bloggers, only 13%, publish multiple times per week, and twice as many bloggers, 20%, publish monthly. This indicates that bloggers are choosing quality over quantity, publishing less often than before, possibly while they're writing longer articles. Bloggers are also getting lazier, spending more time doom scrolling TikTok instead of working. Okay, not really, but they are spending less effort per post, an average of 3 hours and 48 minutes in 2024. That's the lowest it's been in 6 years. This could be because bloggers are seeing poorer results in Google and feel their chance of success on any given post is lower. So they're choosing to spend their efforts instead across more posts. Or it could be because AI is helping them to reduce the time it takes to create a post. Speaking of AI, usage among bloggers has grown significantly in the last 2 years, unsurprisingly. In 2022, almost no one was using it, but by 2023, 65% of bloggers were using it. And now in 2024, 80% are using it. Clearly, blogging is one of the first industries to be heavily disrupted by AI, and it makes sense. 54% of bloggers use AI to generate ideas, 41% use it to write headlines, and 40% use it to write outlines. One interesting finding, though, is that the use of AI doesn't correlate with more success for bloggers. If it helps with productivity, it could still be a win, but we suspect many bloggers are using AI to generate more generic content that drives worse results, which may erode any productivity gains. At the start of this video, we said 20% of bloggers are still driving strong results. So what are those bloggers doing to separate themselves from the competition? Well, bloggers who publish longer posts tend to do better. 37% of bloggers writing 2,000 to 3,000 word posts reported strong results versus those writing 1,000 to 1,500 words. Posting 1 to 4 times per month seems to be the sweet spot for positive results, as does getting off TikTok and putting in some more effort. 25% of bloggers who spend 4 to 6 hours per post report strong results versus 15% for those who spend just 2 to 3 hours. The report shared a simple strategy that increases your chances of success by 2.5 times. We'll get to that soon. But it seems the less common blog post formulas are the ones that drive the most results. How-to articles were the most published format, with 74% of bloggers writing them in the last 12 months, but only 21% of bloggers reported success with them. On the flip side, the least commonly produced format was roundups, with only 22% of bloggers writing them in the past year. But a sizable while 28% of bloggers reported strong results. It also helps to add visual elements to your content. There's a clear correlation with more visual elements and a higher success rate on your posts, as 35% of bloggers who added 7 to 10 visual elements found success. You can also use these on your social accounts too, which helps grow your audience there. Interestingly, adding audio to your content may boost performance, as 39% of bloggers who added an audio element to their content said it helped. However, we're not sure if this means adding an audio version of an article is a good idea, or if we're just talking about podcast show notes, as the study specifically called out bloggers with a podcast as more likely to succeed. A successful podcast might also generate brand searches, which could help with SEO. Not surprisingly, bloggers who update older posts are 2.5 times more likely to find success. We're in an era of constant content publishing, and as we found here on Authority Hacker, updates tend to drive better results than creating new pages. Based on all of this information, Fishkin's suggestion for improved blog performance is to make your next post look like a social stream. Top performing blog posts and social media streams have quite a few elements in common, like multiple points of view, visuals, video, and timely information. So what can we take away from this study? We have to be honest, it's not a great time to start a blog. Blogs are getting less attention thanks to both Google's recent updates and user behavior changes. More people prefer the media-rich content and bite-sized posts that they find on social media platforms over static pages that take 10 minutes to read. It also doesn't help that AI has made it possible to instantly generate blog posts for just a few cents. Even if search engines do a decent job of weeding out the low-quality posts, the AI spam will inevitably eat up some of the market share here. So does this mean blogs are completely dead? Well, we wouldn't go that far. However, just blogging to make money as your main business model may be close to the grave, and bloggers resisting this change will be fighting harder over a shrinking prize. We think blogs will still play an important role in a larger sales funnel, but their role in those funnels is changing. Historically, blogs have been discovery tools. You'd write a blog post, rank in search, people will discover you, and then you can collect their email and build that relationship with them. But because you had to write content primarily for search, that also put serious constraints on what you could blog about and how you could write. This usually resulted in boring SEO content that no one outside of cold search traffic would read. But with search traffic continuously going down, this dynamic is crumbling pretty fast. However, it's also quite freeing because the rules of SEO no longer dictate how you build your pages. Here's where we think things are going. Blogs will stop being a powerful discovery engine, but will turn into a place to host deeper pieces of content that people who follow you elsewhere can consume. Essentially, they'll act as a middle of the funnel content that takes the relationship deeper with your prospects. You'll promote posts on your social profiles, Linktree, and emails, and engaged prospects will click through. They won't get nearly as much traffic as they used to, but they'll provide deeper value for a smaller number of people. With that shift, business models that rely on large amounts of traffic, like display ads or site-based affiliate marketing tactics, probably won't work anymore. But then again, are those still working now for many people? Moving forward, you'll have to attach a real business with real products to your blog to make it worthwhile. Your blog won't make money on its own, but instead will be a marketing tool for something else. A good example of this is marketingexamples.com. Their founder, Harry, doesn't give a about SEO, but generates buzz on social with his content that leads you there. His posts are short, fun, and high value, and he delivers them via email if you sign up. Blogs will likely always generate some traffic, but you'll need to produce content that goes beyond SEO. It needs to convert hot leads into prospects, and that means covering things that are new and interesting, not just SEO keywords. And that is exactly what Orbit Media did with their post on the study we just covered. While they did target the blogger statistics keyword, they made something so interesting that we made a video about it. And who knows, maybe a couple of you will sign up for their services and it will have all been worthwhile for them. That is the future of blogging. It's time now for our debate of the week. Given the recent trends, are you still as invested in your blog as you were 1 to 2 years ago? Let us know in the comments, we read them all. And while you're there, be sure to grab our free list of over 50 linkable asset examples to supercharge your SEO. There are some incredible examples there of content that naturally attracts links. And this is one of the best ways to grow your SEO these days. And if you like this video, you will also like this one here. So go check it out.